And that actually leads me on to this question of like, I was always fascinated how you choose your guests, because you've got such an amazing range of guests. And I wonder, like, you just wake up and go, I'm going to get someone that wrote a book on da-da-da. It's like, where does the idea
come? Doctors, authors, all these sort of people, you know, we're just asking our friends every now and again. Yeah. So how do you source them, and what do you have a criteria that you're looking for in a guest, or is it you're just looking from different walks of life and see what happens?
There are certain topics and themes that I want to cover in the show. I've got like a big list of them, and so then I start to build out a guest list from there, and it's predominantly industry experts, authors, thought leaders in the space, that real deep subject matter experts. But then I'll also get everyday guys coming on and sharing their experiences and stories and views as well, because I think that's important. Like certainly one of the most impactful conversations I had was with just a friend of a friend who was talking about postnatal depression in men, which is just one of these subjects that just never gets spoken about or even recognized as a thing. But it fundamentally is 1 in 10 men will go, or 1 in 10 fathers will suffer from postnatal depression. It's a big thing.
It's not even a phrase I've ever heard of, but it makes sense. It's traumatic for everyone, you know, good and bad, you know.
Well, we might be going into, I mean, again, we could have like a very long conversation about that. But I mean, fundamentally, men go through hormonal and chemical changes as well, which just doesn't get spoken about. Like, so for example, one of the biggest things is that testosterone levels will go down as you become a father, because again, it's kind of going back for striving for status. There's less of a need for that now, because you've got the family and you've got the child. And so you need more of those kind of like nurturing chemicals like estrogen, for example, to be able to balance that out. So there's all these things that are going on, plus the fact that, again, maybe not going too much into this, but like fathers are often seen as second-class citizens, and women have obviously gone through this like miracle process that like men will never be able to replicate or process or understand at all, you know. But they're then sort of made to feel maybe like, well, I'm kind of, particularly in the first few months, like completely useless a lot of the time, because you feel the pressure that you need to do things and you can't, and you know, you've got these chemical changes going on as well. So, but just being able to speak to someone who had been through it themselves and kind of initially self-diagnosed and then went and got diagnosed properly, was really, really powerful. But then when you get the real deep subject matter experts, you can have some obviously very fascinating conversations.